everyone. Welcome to another episode of CS Cyber. I'm Chad.
I'm Sean. I always wait for the camera. I have to wait like
every time, man. It's like camera one, camera two, camera one, camera two. So
yeah, that's why I do that
every time.
I'm just messing with people.
I'm Sean. So, all right. So today we're continuing our House Bill 96 series, and we're really just kind of talking about bringing it all together and how do you build a cybersecurity culture in your organization.
Lincoln Logs.
That works. Good episode.
You see you next time. Well, like it says here in our notes, leadership does start at the top, right? That culture starts with leadership at the top, setting that tone, getting on board, and then this is not a bottom-up system.
No, that is probably one of the biggest things that I've seen in my work in the field. Like if leadership is not bought into this, and you're consistently trying to convince them that this is important, you're not going to go anywhere. It's not important to them, and it's not on the radar. So
right.
It's going to be an uphill battle the whole time.
Yeah, so there are things that you can do, right, in order to help start setting this culture. Number one, this doesn't happen overnight. So this could be a grueling fight uphill. A House bill does help. Legal mandates do make things go a little bit more quicker. But the buy-in may not be there because they're being forced into it. So some things you can do, regularly discuss cybersecurity during council or board meetings. Maybe enlist, we do this very often. We'll come in and brief boards. We'll brief councils, either through working sessions or whatever, and just give them, kind of a lay of the land on where cyber is. So I think that's important. Include security goals in strategic and budget planning. It might be an example of that may be, hey, we investigate or get X amount of security alarms per year. We want to reduce that by 10% or 20%. Yeah. So using some of the metrics that your tools generate as, something that comes up as strategic goals.
Yeah. I would say just start talking about it to your organizational leaders, right? Because a lot of times they don't even know what that is. Like when someone says cybersecurity, what do you mean by that, right? Is it a tool? Is it a ideology? Like what is it? Like what are you talking about when you say cybersecurity? And I think the way that you frame it really matters too. Like if you frame it like, oh yeah, we got all these security things we got to do now, and this is going to take years and millions of dollars. Like that's nobody wants to jump on board with that, right? But if you're like, hey, this is an opportunity for us to kind of really take a look at our environment and protect ourselves so we're not in the news. And would you rather, do some work now, or do you want to be standing up there in front of the news saying why we got breached and all the data that was lost and things like that, right? So
Agreed.
I think the way you frame it like as an opportunity versus, like another thing you have to do makes a difference.
No, absolutely. Celebrating staff who demonstrate secure behavior. So, definitely don't set this culture that we're trying to trap you.
Yeah.
Right. If it's always going to be about,
you clicked,
so we got you, right? And it can't be like that. So, reverse that culture, celebrate staff who demonstrate secure behavior, encourage them to do that, award them for reporting and following policy. And then that will start setting a pattern.
Yeah. I think, regular training, that's another good thing. I think the user base, if you frame it correctly, the user base can get a lot out of that, right? Because the things they're learning at work apply to their home life, their bank account, their Google account, the accounts that they value.
Yeah, they do. I'll make a comment about this because I believe that even though it's necessary that we have the web-based training, right? That most people even listening to this go, yeah, I get that crap like once a month, and I got to take the video and do all that stuff.
Yeah.
Understand that I think that's ineffective.
Yeah.
You're like, well, you guys saw one. Yeah, we have to, right? Because there's a lot of things in the industry that require that training, and we make that as meaningful as possible. But nothing replaces in-person training. Just this week, I did in-person training. I do it on a regular basis. Once a year, I come in and this company pulls all of their staff together in person and online, and I do a in-person cybersecurity awareness training. It's not AI. It's not automated. It's me looking people in the eye and having a conversation with them. And I go over personal and work.
Right. Yeah.
Right? There's no blend. There's no boundary of that anymore. It's a blended environment.
And what do you get at the end of that training?
I get a ton of questions.
Exactly. Right. Like you can't ask a video question.
Right.
Like, well,
they just turn it off.
Here? Right. It's like you're done and then you go on about your day.
I get all kinds of questions. I get questions about caregivers, their elderly parents, their kids. What should I be doing? They have very specific questions that they're obviously challenged with, and they don't have anywhere. They don't have anywhere to go with that.
Right. It's just they're kind of stuck. Right. So they do nothing.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Just a kind of overall like continuous improvement in your organization, right? I mean, if you're not, regularly patching things and people don't see the organization growing and new software and things like that, then you're just kind of stuck, right? I mean, people are like, well, nothing's happening here.
Yeah, cybersecurity is not a stagnant thing. Cybersecurity is not something you write a check to and it just goes away. Cybersecurity is a evolving, living, breathing thing.
Right. And there's several people that need to be involved, right? It's not any one single person's job to do. There's, when you're talking about like a business continuity plan, which there's a lot of frameworks, just about all the frameworks are requiring a business continuity plan or DR plan, right? That's not just IT. That is HR. That's part of your onboarding, offboarding process. There's finance in there. Like, is that one of your critical applications? Like, if you just keep it to IT and it's something that IT handles, then nobody else really gets visibility into it. And it becomes kind of a black hole of compliance or cybersecurity when really it's really a team sport. Like you need everybody in the organization on board.
I totally agree. So what are some action steps? So what's the takeaway for this week?
Plan a training session.
Right.
That's an easy thing to do, whether it's, a tool or whether it's in person, like do something there to kind of get people involved. I would say start talking to your leaders about cybersecurity, what it is, what it's not, how you're going to approach it as an organization. What else do you think?
Well, I mean, you could do like a quick 10-minute Cyber Tip Tuesday thing, or like this email that goes out every Tuesday with some helpful hints and tricks. I think something that would be really effective for everyone out there is to always include home recommendations.
Yeah.
So always, try and also educate users on how to keep their home safe. Because a lot of our folks still work at home, and guess what? They use that home network to transport back into the corporate network.
Yeah.
Right. Some bad stuff can go there.
All right. So I think that's really kind of what we got for today. But I mean, any cyber program isn't a project. It's not a one and done and you're going to move on to the next thing. It's hey, I looked at this last year. I looked at this 6 months ago. I'm going to look at it again. Has anything changed? It's continuous and it's really a mindset. So.
Correct. Well, this concludes our 10-part Cyber Ready Ohio series. So I hope everybody enjoyed that. We will have an 11th episode where we're going to do frequently asked questions.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a whole podcast where we're just going to take lists because we were able to obtain a lot of questions that people had, and we're going to answer them. So
we're going to try.
We're going to try our best to answer them, but stay tuned for the last episode. And then probably by then we'll be announcing our next series.
Yeah. We got to think about that.
We do have to think about that. All right. Well, we'll see you next time. Thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah. Thanks so much.